cool.
Pick a side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid.
Oh, hey, everybody. I can't hear the theme music through this computer for some reason. So I was watching people in the group chat, like, kind of bounce into the music to try and figure out when it was going to end. And then the bouncing was kind of subtle, and I think I just didn't realize. So here we go. We're starting the show. This week's show is about magic, and the categories will be movies, magicians, tricks, The Gathering, and Wild Card. So all of our comics will be debating one of those 5 categories throughout the night. There is a poll that you can vote on after each debate to decide who wins. I won't choose a winner at all. I'll just leave it up to you, the audience. And that poll is in the link below on YouTube. If you look at the description, you can find the link. You click on that, you go to the poll, you can vote for your favorite. So let me introduce you to all the comics that we have with us here tonight. First up, we have Rachel Dunbar. Hey, Rachel, how's it going?
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Good, good. Did you ever like learn any card tricks or like magic tricks as a kid?
You know what? Did I learn any magic tricks? I always tried to. I was never really good at it. I would try to I can't even deal cards right. Like I think there's something wrong with my hands. But I've always been envious of people who could do that.
Yeah, it's like something that I'd like to do, but when I see somebody else do it, I'm like, ugh, you're the worst. You know? So.
Yeah, totally feel you.
But, you know, we'll get into that. We have a lot of card trick questions later on. Just hundreds of questions about card tricks, yeah. But we also have our friend Corey Saunders with us tonight. Hey, Corey.
I'm here. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in about a decade now.
I know. I've been I resisted the like Zoom shows for a while, but now I'm into it. I'm having fun. We're having a good time. We're on the internet.
Yeah, I'm glad that you decided to join us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. Tyler Jerniak is with us also. Tyler, have you found any maybe off-brand team jerseys for magicians?
I mean, if we're just doing magic in general, there was the Toledo Walleye did a special Harry Potter night. So they had Slytherin and Gryffindor themed jerseys. So yeah, it was they didn't look great. They looked better than Marvel night. Like Spider-Man and Black Panther doesn't mesh well with like a hockey jersey, but the Gryffindor Slytherin went pretty well.
Yeah, sweet. All right. Well, I didn't expect you to have a real answer for that, but there you go. We also have our friend Lloyd Legacy Sharp holding the belt. What's going on, Lloyd?
I am alive and I am grateful. And how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Were you ever a fan of Magic growing up?
Never The Gathering. But then again, that wasn't really around when I was growing up.
But what about like
I would-
illusions or like David Copperfield?
Well, if this counts, I was a huge fan of Chris Angel.
Okay.
And
Some
even
would
though I
argue
knew
that-
it was kind of like,
Some would argue it
Yeah,
would not
it
count, but
well, I mean, it's bullshit, but I loved it.
I mean, let's not act like some people's magic is more real than other people's magic. So just because he wears tap out shirts doesn't mean he's less legit than the other ones.
I like that.
I'll take it. All right. We also have our friend Jer Palapple with us. Hey, Jer.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Does the Insane Clown Posse have some relevance to magic, or is this just like sort of a fun
Oh,
coincidence?
well, I saw The Gathering on the topics list. I only skimmed the thing and then I showed up, so that's where I'm at.
All right. Yeah, right on. That's I should have maybe tried to sneak in a question about ICP, but I do appreciate the background nonetheless.
Thank you.
All right. We also have our friend Laura Clark with us tonight. Hey, Laura.
Hey, Sean.
Is this the background from the Sci-Fi Channel show? What is it, The Magicians or something like that?
Oh my God. Yeah. Come on, Sean. Sci-fi original series, The Magicians. The Magicians. 2 words. Yes. And it's the best. And I'll probably try to plug it more, but it's the first 4 seasons are available on Netflix. Season 5 coming in December, so you have just enough time to catch up. And it's the best.
All right. What streaming services is it on then?
Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Awesome.
Good to know. I'll-
Probably also like Sci-Fi Channel on demand.
I didn't even know they had that.
I don't know. Every channel has that. I'm just, if you don't have Netflix, but you have Sci-Fi on demand, that's another way that you could watch Sci-Fi original series, The Magicians.
All right. Good to know. Thank you for informing us.
No?
All right. We also have our friend Tyler Tuttle with us. Hey, Tyler.
Hello, Sean.
Who's in the background behind you?
This is the American film The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, starring Steve Buscemi, Jim Carrey, and Steve Carell.
Oh, wow. How have I not heard of this movie?
You have now. It's available for $8.43 on Amazon.
All right. What year did it come out?
2013.
Oh, wow. Okay. What a weird cast.
Very late for Jim Carrey to still try to be funny, but he did it. So go support him, guys. He's trying his damnedest.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Well, thanks for I have so much to watch now, so it's good. And we also have our friend Hallie Griffith with us tonight. Hey, Hal.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Good, good. How about you? Did you ever try to learn any magic, or were you like ever a fan of magic growing up?
I did try to learn how to play Magic the Gathering in high school to impress boys.
How'd it go?
It didn't work.
Oh, okay. Because nobody cared about magic, or because you were
No,
not
I was
good at it?
very into this guy that was super into Magic the Gathering, but he loved magic more than he loved me.
Oh,
Very tragic.
this is a sad story. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, oh, I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And we also have our friend Rick Canavan with us tonight. Hey, Rick.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good.
You were always a fan of the magic show at the Comedy Studio, weren't you?
Yeah, I was a fan of the show. I was a fan of all the magicians.
Yeah. And then did you ever have a night where you kind of saw how the tricks worked and saw behind the curtain at all, or was it always magical to you?
I always tried to not. Like, I think I figured out one trick and then was like, oh, I don't like this.
So it's not as
since then I've just been like, it's real magic.
yeah. So it's not as enjoyable to you if you know how it works.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, Rick will be our designated trivia contestant tonight, so I'll be asking him questions while we wait for votes to
Wait, what?
roll in between rounds. Yeah, Rick, you're going to answer trivia questions.
I'm not eligible for the $10,000 prize?
Oh boy. All right. Well, here we go. Our first debate of the night will be between Jared Palapple and Tyler Dirtiak. So, Jared, it'll be up to you to decide whether you want to go first or second here.
I'll go first.
Okay. And you can pick from, let's see, movies, magicians, tricks, The Gathering, or Wild Card.
Let's do The Gathering.
The Gathering. All right. I like it. So your question is from Katie Dungar, and she asks, better first date, Friday Night Magic The Gathering or Friday Night Magic Show?
Well, obviously, it's got to be the magic show because you can watch it together, and then afterwards you can talk about, you know, how did that guy put the thing in the other thing, or like, where did that other thing come from? You know how magic works. The Gathering. What are you gonna do? You're gonna watch people play cards. You're gonna put cards down yourself. That's not really that fun unless you're both into it. But then what if you wind up competing with each other? That's a bad first date. That's something you do third date on, I think. Otherwise, you know, you just get into an argument and it's not good. But for a magic show, that's amazing. You can go there and you can be like, wow, that guy knew what that other person was thinking. Or like, wow, look at all these audience members. I want to be one of them. Oh shit, I am one of them. That's pretty wild time.
Yeah, I have to go with the Friday Night Magic the Gathering, because if you're on a first date, you're trying to impress them, and really there's nothing anyone finds more attractive than a winner. And when you go to the Magic the Gathering stadium and you walk in and everyone kind of quiets down, your date will know how powerful you are. They'll see everyone giving you like knowing nods and glances, and some lesser Magic the Gathering players are cowering away because they know just how good at Magic the Gathering you are. And everyone, you're getting like all the comp tables, you're getting the special seats, and they know that as soon as the deck comes out, you are ready to play. You want to go out with everything that you have that is the best parts about you, which is only your Magic the Gathering skills. All other skills are just nothing compared to your ability to gather magic.
Tom.
A stadium, really? Come on. Like, that's not fun. I think real magic, real romantic magic, not like playing card magic, happens in a dank basement with some guy you met in an alley. That's the kind of magic show I want to take my date to. Just some weird guy who has a hat and a cape that he got on sale, and then a couple rabbits that he pulls out of different places. And then you wonder how that happened. I don't know. But then, at the end of the night.
You know what? You're right. Because when I walk in there, it's not a stadium. It's a stage. I am giving a virtuoso performance of Magic the Gathering. That is my muse. That is my art. And I am Beethoven. I am Mozart when I have my Magic the Gathering cards. Nothing can stop me. I've got the little marble busts of me that I put right at the end of the table when I play my cards, and it looks astounding.
Time. All right. Well, a lot of good points here, and I think I like what I heard, but it's not up to me to decide the winner here. It's up to the audience. So if you're watching this on YouTube, head into the poll. You can find the link below where it says voting, and just click on that and go ahead and vote for either Jer or Tyler, and we'll tally those up in a second. And in the meantime, maybe I can ask a trivia question of Rick Canavan. Rick, are you there? He might have left.
No, I'm right here. Hey, buddy. What's up?
What? Oh.
Oh, video was off.
Hey, Rick. You have a trivia question. You ready for it?
Yeah. Wait, did I have to have one prepared? I had to bring the trivia
No,
questions?
you're gonna answer it. It's a multiple choice.
Okay. As an expert of magic, let's go.
Yeah, okay. Your question is Penn and Teller are a comedy magic duo act. Teller is famously silent during most shows. Why did this bit start? And your options are A, because of his intense stage fright, B, because, quote, a magician never reveals his secrets and all he's got are secrets. C, he had severe laryngitis for their first big performance and the bit worked. Or D, early in his career, he learned that if he was silent, drunk people watched the magic and didn't heckle or throw things at him.
So what if it's actually none of the things that you said?
What is the answer then, Rick?
The answer. So it's twofold. First off, he has a lot of unpopular opinions and just learned to keep his mouth shut. And second, his voice sounds like this. It's very high. So he's like, hey, Penn, let me tell you about who controls the media. And then they were like, maybe you don't need to.
Yeah.
I'll do the talking. You do the magic.
Okay, yeah. Well, you sound pretty confident in that answer, but it's still wrong. The correct answer is D, that he learned that drunk people wouldn't heckle him as much if he just didn't talk.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
All right. Well, let's check in on the votes, where it's at, and who will be moving on to the next round from that first debate between Jer and Tyler. And you guys voted, and the results are in. And our winner this round is Tyler Derniak. So Tyler will be moving on to round 2. Thanks for playing, Jer. It's good to see you. I love the background, The Gathering. Oh, man. I didn't even think of it. All right. Next debate will be between Tyler Tuttle and Lloyd Legacy Sharp. So, Tyler, do you want to go first or second here?
I will go second, please, Sean. Thank you.
Okay, cool. And Lloyd, what category would you like? Do you want me to remind you what's left? Okay, cool.
I didn't pick categories.
You can pick from, what did we just do? We did The Gathering. Okay, so you can pick from movies, magicians, tricks, or wild card.
Wild card, please.
Wild card. Okay. So your question is, what is the more useful magical ability? Is it being able to make the Statue of Liberty disappear, or being able to pickpocket the president's Secret Service agent?
Okay, so technically either one of those make me a terrorist. So I think I'm gonna choose being able to pickpocket the Secret Service agent.
Awesome.
Because as a Black Hispanic in America in 2020, being able to make the Statue of Liberty disappear will not aid me in anything that I would hope to accomplish in life. However, being able to pickpocket the Secret Service agent, you never know what they have on their person that come in handy should this country decide that I shouldn't be the kind of person that lives long enough to do that kind of thing, and I can turn it around on them and make America a place I like living again.
Time.
If I'm going to be a terrorist, I say no half measures. I am stealing the Statue of Liberty. Why? Ransom. I know we don't negotiate with terrorists, but I think we might make an exception for Lady Liberty. And I got 2 markets, America and France. Both sides might want a piece of that lady. And I'm gonna start a bidding war. The Secret Service, what am I gonna steal? Peppermints? What do they got? I bet they don't carry cash. Why would you carry cash? The president's gonna pay for it. And if he's not, what an asshole. Am I right? Like, if you're going out to eat with the president and you're his Secret Service agent, I'm not bringing a credit card because he's getting it. Otherwise, I'm not taking a bullet for the guy. Thank you.
Don't go half tilt, huh? You have that luxury, Tyler. Look at you and look at me. It always comes down to the fact that I have to do what I have to do. Every time I answer a question on this show, it's about, Lloyd, what would you do? Well, Black Hispanic, fuck either way. I'm doing what I gotta do to survive. So you can take Lady Liberty for your ransom. I'm doing what I gotta do to turn the tables on this disenfranchising country so it won't be this way in 10 years. Time.
Lloyd, I see the belt. Nobody's messing with the WWE champion. Regardless of what you do, you'll be fine. All right, just suplex throw the motherfuckers. You don't gotta worry about anything. I'm a pudgy, slow man. I can't run away. I gotta go big or go home. I can't be running away from the Secret Service. I gotta be in my lair, pulling back curtains, making national monuments disappear for ransom bidding wars between countries.
All right. A lot of great points here, but I think, it's up to the audience here to vote. So head into the Pick a Side Stupid poll right there in the description below on YouTube. Click the link and vote for either Tyler or Lloyd, depending on who you thought made the better argument there. And we'll let you know the results of that in a minute. In the meantime, I would like to let you guys all know that question was based on, of course, David Copperfield, who made the Statue of Liberty disappear on television. Like, magic on television is so pointless. Who cares, right?
Very patriot.
And the other one was this guy named Apollo Robbins, who pickpocketed the Secret Service, which I thought was pretty impressive until I found out that it was like Jimmy Carter's Secret Service, and it was like recently. So like they're probably not giving him like the most like intense Secret Service, right? I mean, who's coming after Jimmy Carter right now? They're probably pretty lax. But he did steal their motorcade keys, so not bad. Rick, do you have a question ready? Okay, Rick, here's your trivia question. You ready?
Yes, ready.
Great. Okay, your question is, the most expensive Magic the Gathering card was sold at auction for how much money? $5,000.
35 cents.
Rick, stick with the options. It's either A, $5,000, B, 13 rubies, C, the hair of a unicorn, or D, $166,000.
Okay, well, I don't appreciate being cut off like that, Sean. That's rude of you, because I feel like I'm kind of the co-host this week, right? Can you agree with me on that?
Yeah, it's sort of like that.
Yeah, so, But I want to say if 35, if I want to make my E's and F's, I'll make my E's and F's.
Okay, so you're going with E?
C. I'm going to go C.
C, the hair of a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's incorrect. It was $166,000 that this...
It's not the hair of a unicorn.
I know. Surprising. But yeah, somebody paid $166,000 for a single card from the Magic the Gathering. So
why?
Because
it was good.
It was his birthday and he was sad.
It was the Black Rose, I think.
It was the Black Lotus. Yeah.
Lotus.
Yeah. So, and Allie says that it's her former flame.
Eating that with money. Hi.
I mean, I guess he's got a lot of money. That's great. All right. Well, let's check it and see how these votes went here. Whether people voted more for Tyler or Lloyd, and then we'll let you know who's moving on to round 2 of the debate. And by 1 vote separating the 2 of them, Lloyd Legacy Sharp is the winner this round, heading on to round 2. Thanks for joining us, Tyler. It's great to have you on there.
You want to do a recount that sounds wrong. Are you sure? Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. So next up we have Rachel Dunbar and Hallie Griffin. Hey guys.
Hi. Hi, Rachel.
Rachel.
Hi, Hal.
Hi.
Rachel, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second, please, Sean.
Second. Okay. So Hallie, you can pick from movies, magicians, or tricks.
I'm gonna go movies.
Okay.
Thank you.
Your movies question is from Ethan Diamond, and he wants to know, to become the greatest magician in the world, would you rather sacrifice the lives of your spouse and twin brother or a bunch of your clones?
This is easy. A bunch of my clones for 2 reasons. One, I'm not going to kill people I love because that makes me a sociopath. 2, if I can make my own clones, I can kill them off and just make more clones. No harm, no foul. Endless supplies. Wait, is there a limit to how many clones I can make? I didn't see that movie. No limit to how many clones. I can make 1 million clones. I can make an army of clones and do magic all over the world with no repercussions. I can finally shape this world into how I want it to be. And isn't that the real magic? Isn't that what the point of magic is to begin with? Also, if the first scenario, that would mean I had to kill Hugh Jackman, right? And I'm not doing that. I would sacrifice 1 million people before I killed Hugh Jackman. Time. No, I shouldn't have said time. Cede my time. Oh my God. Sorry. I just got a kitten and he's insane. Sorry. He just almost knocked my computer off my desk. Hey, get back here. Oh my God. He's stuck. Sorry. Oh my God. Come here.
Cancel the show. I want to see how this ends.
I know. I'm very invested in this storyline at this point.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Everybody unmute your mics.
It's all right. We're all worried about the kitten, that's all.
Hey, buddy. Oh.
So you were misbehaving.
Remember, if we all talk, the camera on YouTube will never go to her cat.
Hi. His name's Cosmo and he's perfect, but he's stupid.
All right, time. Rachel, you're up, my friend.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about a kitten.
I love kittens, but I hate clones. Clones freak me out. Remember what happened in Star Wars, everybody? The clones attacked us. They made a whole movie about it. It was in the title too. Jeez Louise. So no, I'm not messing with any clones. But remember, I will definitely sacrifice. What is it? My twin brother or whatever. Yeah, I'll totally do that thing. I'm adopted, so any blood. I don't have any loyalty to any family. I'm a sociopath inside. I don't feel anything. So it wouldn't mean. I would be totally cool killing my twin brother and my wife. Is it my wife or spouse or?
Yeah, I mean, it was his wife in the movie. Yeah.
Okay, I'll kill my wife. I don't care. It worked for Darth Vader. So for me, and also it depends on which Hugh Jackman we're talking about. If we're talking about Hugh Jackman playing Barnum and Bailey guy, that guy was like a total racist and exploited disabled people. So I'm totally cool with killing him if we're talking about Hugh Jackman as the circus guy.
Right on. Time.
I would like to respond to your point about Hugh Jackman. Yeah, that movie sucked ass, and I agreed that Barnum Bailey or whatever his name was sucked. But you can't just select the parts of Hugh Jackman's career that you like and separate out the ones that you don't like. You have to accept Hugh Jackman for all of his acting choices. You can't have Wolverine without P.T. Barnum. That's just how it is. That's the magic of Hugh Jackman. He can sing and dance, and he can be Logan. And
All right. Yeah. Okay.
what?
Let me tell you about a lady named Mariah Carey. Okay. She was in the movie Glitter. It was terrible. She hated it. But you know what? We don't hate her for it, do we? We don't say, hey, there goes the lady that was in Glitter and she was terrible. No, we say, hey, there goes that crazy lady that hates Eminem. You know, so we can't always judge people for the, you know, we can't just look at someone for their body of work. We can always just forget certain things. Like I would like to forget a lot of, you know, a lot of things. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a lot of good points. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing who the audience votes on. You know, you're supposed to vote for either Rachel or Hallie. Please don't take the kitten into consideration when you make your votes. You know, people don't get extra credit just for having cute, adorable kittens on their screen while they're debating. Cosmo? Just because they have Cosmo on their screen.
Cosmo Kramer, the ass man, is his full name. I'm gonna stop.
All right. Rick, what do you got there?
Sorry? It's a cup of coffee.
Okay, great. I got a trivia question for you. Chris Angel, you know Chris Angel?
Not personally.
Well, greatest magician of all time. So he holds several Guinness Book records for, of the following, which one is one of his actual records, okay? A, most apples pulled out of a hat. B, most birds killed during a stage performance. C, most people cut in half in a single trick. Or D, most people disappeared in a single trick.
Oh, it's gotta be B, right?
Most birds killed during a stage performance. And I like to think
the most. I've never wanted birds to die until this moment.
I like to think that they weren't actually part of a trick either. It was just like Randy Johnson just killing them in weird ways.
I thought it was going to be. Sorry.
Go ahead. No. What is it, Tyler?
I was gonna say I thought I was gonna do like a Gallagher style show.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, the actual answer is most people disappeared in a single trick, which is, I don't know. Is that?
Here's the thing. Were they disappeared? I don't think they actually were. So I think that's an invalidated world record.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And
I bet they were all just like behind a box.
If that's like an impressive trick, then, you know, I've done that with the entire audiences before. So I don't get credit for that. All right, let's see how people voted here between Rachel and Hallie. And then we'll see who's moving on to round 2 between the two of them.
There we go.
This round, the winner is Hallie Griffin. And so Hallie will be moving on to round 2.
I think the real winner here was Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, probably.
Dan.
Was that The Prestige? Was that the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Greatest Showman.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Stage was where he killed birds.
yeah, that's the one.
That seems like a theme.
It is definitely a theme. We have at least 6 more questions about dead birds during the show tonight. So stay tuned. All right, our next matchup is between Laura Clark and Corey Saunders.
Go us.
So Hey, Laura, it'll be up to you to decide whether you want to go first or second here.
I want to go second, Sean.
Second, okay. So, Corey, you can choose between magicians and tricks.
Tricks.
Tricks, okay. Your question is from Wayne Maston, and he says, "Oh crap, your trick backfired and you just smashed the volunteer's Rolex. Do you disappear? Do you disappear, or do you make the volunteer disappear?"
Oh, you make the volunteer disappear. I'm not going down for this shit. He knew what he was getting himself into. He brought his fancy ass Rolex to my ratchet magic show in a basement somewhere. You know what? That's what happens when you bring nice things to shady places and talk to shady magicians who have no business doing any kind of magic, let alone doing any kind of public speaking and trying to sound rational like I'm doing right now. Plus, fuck his Rolex. Eat the rich. Time.
Okay. So I broke the Rolex. So one of us has to disappear. I wish I was familiar with the source material. Because like I am with sci-fi original series The Magicians, because for example, there is a clock in that one that creates time loops, and that breaks. But so, okay, do I want to, I disappear myself out of shame that I broke the Rolex, so I don't have to deal with the repercussions. Like, someone who can afford a Rolex can also like get me in jail on fake charges. I don't need that. I have the power to disappear after fucking up. Like, yeah, every single time.
If this guy is wearing a Rolex to my magic show, no one loves him. No one will miss him. It'll be like, you know, like when the mafia gets rid of a dead body and says no one will miss him. It's like that, only magic. Which is, I think, a technique that would be useful in real life, but then people probably ask questions and I probably get in like a little bit of trouble. But it'd be funny the first time.
Okay, so you know when a mafia guy kills someone and says no one will miss him, but then like the street vendor that he used to get his coffee from is like really sad because they used to have a nice chat, and like he had family. They weren't maybe in town, they weren't close, but like he hasn't shown up at Christmas, and slowly they piece it together and it breaks their hearts. Whereas I know that my family would like look around and be like, she's off doing her thing. They'd be sad too, but it's like, I know the kind of sadness, you know, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't.
All right, a lot of good points here, but it's going to be up to you, the audience, to choose your winner. So head into the poll right now, right below where it says voting link. Click on that and vote for either Corey or Laura. And we'll see who's moving on to the next round based on audience vote. And in the meantime, Rick Canavan.
Hey, pal.
How's your dog?
Oh, he's doing great. I saw Cosmo and I got lonely. So
Look at the doggy.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a nice time.
He always is.
All right. Let's do another trivia question here. So, Rick, your question is, what is the film Magic Mike about? And your options are A, wizardry and witchcraft, B, a sentient 8-ball, magic 8-ball, you know, C, strippers, or D, King Arthur's personal wizard.
So I believe the answer is C, but I like the context of the other choices is that there are all these like Mike the Wizard or Mike the Magic 8-Ball that I named.
Yeah.
But it's C. I'm gonna actually take a point on this one.
Okay. So that is incorrect.
No.
It's like, I think that's what the fourth Toy Story movie was. It was about Magic Mike the 8-Ball. So I haven't seen it. Was that who Keanu Reeves played in the fourth
I
one?
haven't seen it yet. I don't know.
Okay, well, you're right. It's C. It's Ghost Strippers. You know.
I believe Keanu Reeves played a tiny stunt bike man who was afraid to make jumps or something to that effect.
Oh, well, that sounds nice. All right, let's see who the audience voted for here to move through to the next round. And a close one, but winning by 1 vote, Laura Clark is moving on. All right. So we got 4 comics left, 4 debaters left, and a few questions. So let's keep it moving. The next matchup will be between Lloyd Legacy Sharp and Tyler Derniak.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Lloyd, do you want to go first or second?
Second.
Okay. Tyler, you can pick from any category because we're starting a new round here.
Let's go with the Gathering.
The Gathering. Okay. So your question is, which Magic the Gathering character best describes you? All right, I'm going to do my best to pronounce the names here. Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger, or Alicia, who smiles at death?
I'm you know, like there are some days where I feel like I'm an Alicia, Voice of Death, but really I'm 9 days out of 10 I'm Crux, the man of hunger. I am just always looking for more, not just food. I hunger for everything. I am the perfect consumer in our capitalist society. I mainly purchase packs of cards. They don't even have to be Magic the Gathering. Sometimes they're Pokemon. Sometimes I just go to a CVS and buy like 30 bicycle card packs. Just as long as they're cards, I'm buying them. And that's really what I hunger for, is just more things. And it's the only way I can fill the deep emptiness inside of me, is just purchasing and purchasing. And it feels good.
Okay, so Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger. Time.
I may not win this round, but I will definitely be honest. You made it too easy for me. Alicia, smiling at death. Most people in this room and probably watching on YouTube know me fairly well. I smile at way too many things as it is. People throw rocks at me, I grin. People call me certain names that would have been better served in 1963. I laugh. I lose this show every time I'm on it, except when a Black person is hosting it, and I come back for more. So, to be honest, as a person who doesn't know a lot about Magic the Gathering, based on the name alone, I am the Alicia.
Time.
Much like Lloyd, always smiling, I am always hungry. It is this deep, it can never be full. I'm always seeking more. I always need more. I've actually had to talk to a therapist recently to work through a lot of these feelings of inadequacy, because I just can't, I feel like I can never get enough. I'm always searching for more. I'm never quite full. And really,
Much like Tyler always being hungry, I'm always smiling. That is just what I do. Why do you think a couple of weeks ago somebody told me that I seem more prissy than a high school teenager in the Midwest? I was told that. And you don't get those kind of labels without being the kind of person that smiles all the time, even though that kind of sounds a little bit weird from him, because he sounds like the kind of guy that would tell women to smile more, and he's in the Midwest, so I wouldn't be surprised. But I digress.
Time. All right. A lot of good points here, but it's up to the audience to vote. So head into the voting link below in the description. Click on that. It'll bring you to the website, Pick a Side Stupid, and just vote for your favorite here, whether it is Lloyd Legacy Sharp or Tyler Derniak. I have to update the names in here because I still had Laura and Corey up from last time. So here we go. Tyler Derniak or Lloyd. So head in there now and vote for your favorite, and we will count those up in a minute. And in the meantime, Rick Canavan, my co-host that I like to cut off sometimes, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
What have you been up to in the last 3 minutes?
Just listening to debates and having a nice time here.
Sure. It's a great one.
Yeah, like how relaxed Darby is right now. He just sits like that, huh? Doesn't mind just laying like that.
Oh yeah, this guy's very chill. He's a chill boy. Oh.
Okay. So your trivia question here is David Blaine's memoir, Mysterious Stranger, included cryptic codes and clues for a treasure hunt. What was the prize that one California school teacher claimed at the end of the hunt? Was it A, the prize was the magic we learned along the way? B, $100,000. C, a chance to study as his apprentice and learn his secrets? Or D, ownership of a supposedly haunted ranch in Nevada?
Oh, I hope it's D. I don't think it is, but I hope it's D. I think B probably.
The answer is B, $100,000. Yeah.
Yeah, probably a money thing. I would have loved it if like you got to the end and it was just like a copy of the book that you read to find the book.
Yeah.
You have to start all over again.
But now it's cash money. So that's nice. All right, let's see who everybody voted for this time between Lloyd and Tyler. And the votes are in, and another close one. Only one vote deciding this. It's close enough that anybody can ask for a recount if they want, but we're gonna say that the winner is Tyler Derniak here. Because we're not trying to stretch it out over the weekend, right? People just stay up all night watching YouTube, and I just get a map out, and I'm like, I know if Tyler gets another vote from here, it would.
Yeah, are these votes popular or are these weighted electorally? Like,
yeah, it's just popular vote, man. But maybe someday we can figure out a more complicated and convoluted way to decide this. So, knock on wood. All right, so to see who will face Tyler in the finals, let's have our matchup between Laura Clark and Hallie Griffin. Woo. So, Laura, it will be up to you whether you want to go first or second here.
Oh, second, please.
Okay, so Hallie, you can pick from anything except for Magic the Gathering.
Damn it. Just like life. I'm gonna go with movies again. I like movies.
Okay, great. Your movies question is which movie named for the sorcerer involved would you rather watch with the whole family? The Wizard of Oz or Magic Mike?
I'm gonna go with Magic Mike because I like making my parents uncomfortable. My mom has said several times that The Wizard of Oz is her favorite movie ever. Let's ruin movie night with this. With a dangerous choice. Everybody likes Channing Tatum. Everybody likes Matthew McConaughey. They don't necessarily know it, but they do know it after they watch Magic Mike. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there's any cursing in that movie. There's no suggestive dialogue whatsoever. It's just a pure movie about guys taking off their clothes for horny ladies. I'd let my dad watch it. I think it's a good example for him to follow. I don't know why I said that. I'm very tired. Cosmo keeps waking me up at like 5 a.m. every fucking morning. What was I talking about? Magic Mike. Yeah, I'd make my parents watch. I'd make my brother watch that too. Maybe he could learn a thing or two about like unlearning toxic masculinity. I think that was a theme in the movie.
Time.
Okay. So here is a partial list of movies that I have already walked into watching with my dad. 1, Slums of Beverly Hills, featuring a scene in which a young Natasha Lyonne borrows a vibrator from her cousin Marissa Tomei and uses it for a long time in a long shot in the bathtub. And there's me next to my dad on the couch. I'm in like 8th grade, and they watch her as she comes for the first time. Movie number 2, American Beauty, in the theaters 2 months after its release. All I'm saying is that I would rather it's so great when it goes to color. The house lands and she walks out and the shoes are all sparkly and there's like no just like awkward wait sitting there between me and my perv dad. It's just strictly.
Hallie, you're up. 30 seconds.
Oh, sorry. I think the most offensive part of that story is that you and your family paid for 2 tickets to watch American Beauty in theaters. Fuck that movie and fuck Kevin Spacey. You know who's never done anything wrong? Channing Tatum. You know who else has never done anything wrong? Matthew McConaughey. Also Riley Keough. Strong female presence in that movie. I forget the other lady's name, but she was cool. I've seen The Wizard of Oz with my parents so many times. Let's shake it up. Let's shake it up.
Look, it was a different time in November of the year 2000. Okay, 9/11 hadn't happened yet. Never mind the Kevin Spacey accusations. We didn't know that it was a boring story, okay? It was very exciting. It peeled back the veil of suburbia. Anyway, Wizard of Oz, sparkly shoes, beautiful thing. We all fall asleep feeling great. I'm like, oh, there's no place like home, right, fam? And they're like, yay! It's nice. It's nice.
All right. The winner will be decided by the audience. So head into the link below and vote for your favorite, whether it's Laura or Hallie. I'm tired too. I almost messed up your name there. Sorry, Hallie.
You're like the one person who never messes up my name, so you're allowed.
Once
to go again.
Once every couple months, I might mess it up. So
you've never done it before this, I promise.
Wow.
Yeah, you're very good at it.
Okay. So head in and vote for your favorite there, whoever you think won that debate. And in the meantime, we'll ask Rick Canavan another question.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, has Darby melted entirely now at this point?
Yeah, he's gone. He's just a torso now.
Okay, cool. So your question is, which movie wizard said this? Quote, do not pity the dead, pity the living, and above all, pity those who live without love. And your options are A, Merlin, B, Gandalf, C, Dumbledore, or D, Willow.
Oh man, I always thought that was a James Bond quote. I guess I'm gonna go with A,
Merlin. The answer is actually C,
Oh,
Dumbledore.
actually, C, Dumbledore is what I meant.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I can we watch the video back? Because I think that I said it before you said it, so I think mine should count.
You started with your correction before I said the actual answer.
Yeah, I was trying to.
But did you say I meant Dumbledore before I said Dumbledore?
Yeah, well, it's because that's what I thought the answer was.
Okay, so you
I
got
was, it was coming from my brain.
okay, so you got that question right, is what you're telling me?
I got the question right. I think I got a lot of the questions right, actually.
Yeah, probably all of them so far. So, all right, well, we'll give it to you. That one.
Well,
See-
I don't think you're giving it to me as much as I have earned it.
All right. Well, that's a correct answer for Rick Canavan, everybody. Let's all applaud. It's very, very good.
Anyone? Is anyone
Very
applauding?
good.
I hear one applaud. One applaud. Is the singular an applaud?
All right. Moving on to the next round, Hallie Griffin. So Hallie will be facing off right now versus Tyler Derniak.
Oh no.
So, Hallie, do you want to go first or second here?
I'll go second, please. I've gone first all night.
Okay. Tyler, what category would you like?
Is there any restrictions or?
Let's see. We're out of movies, and let's see. I think we're out of movies in The Gathering, so I think you can do anything else.
I was absolutely gonna pick The Gathering. Let's do tricks. Tricks.
Okay. So your question is from, I believe this was Ken Green that wrote this, and he asks, more amazing trick, making things disappear, or the ability to make birds appear at will?
I'm gonna say making birds appear at will. Because like you could hide anything, but that's not gonna, that's really defensive. I wanna be on the attack if I'm gonna use magic. I'm going to be casting pigeons. I'm gonna be like throwing just cardinals, blue jays. I'm flinging them all over the place. Plus, no one made a fun love song about disappearing, but there's a great song about birds suddenly appearing every time you're near, and it's a really important thing. It's the Simpsons. I'm pretty sure it was Homer and Marge's song, or Homer's mom's song. It had something to do with Homer, but basically I have these attack birds, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff. I'm gonna get a lot of like extra seats next to me in the theaters, so I could still go to the movies and enforce social distancing because birds will protect me.
I do want to touch on one point that Tyler brought up. He said making things disappear was just hiding stuff. That's not the spirit of tonight's debate. Tonight is about magic and the act of actually vanishing things into thin air is disappearing. Not just hiding stuff. That said, if you're being attacked, I don't think creating birds is going to protect you against whatever's attacking you. It's very hard to train birds. It takes years. You can't just like summon up birds and they'll just immediately peck your enemies to death or whatever it is how birds attack. Swarming, shitting violently. I don't know how birds, but if you have the ability to make stuff disappear, any weapons that your enemy throws at you, you can vanish away. If your enemies piss you off enough.
Well, you see, the ability to make birds appear out of nowhere is so much more than just an attack. And first of all, of course, they would follow my commands. I created them. Second, it's not just for violence. I can create just an infinite amount of chickens and solve world hunger. Imagine, if you will, someone who's like, oh man, I'd really love to see an owl. I'm like, just bam, here's an owl right here. Or, if we go back to it, if someone's mugging me, I'm like, here's a California condor, and it just spews out of my sleeve. Sure, it tears it open.
Sorry. All right, Alfred Hitchcock, commander of the birds. I don't think you can solve world hunger with eggs alone. People need complex carbohydrates, and there's a lot of cholesterol in eggs. You can see an owl if you're willing to stay up late enough at night. They are nocturnal creatures. You know what you can't do with a bird? Make hunger disappear through the act of vanishing. I can vanish the concept of hunger. I am almighty powerful. I am more powerful than Hitchcock.
Oh, time. Okay. A lot of good points here. I don't even know who I'm going to vote for, but you should vote by going into the link below and choosing your favorite for this final matchup, whether it's Tyler Derniak or Hallie Griffin. And in the meantime, let's check in with Rick Canavan. Hey, Rick.
Hey, pal.
How are you?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
Great. Just
This is it.
trying to find a question for you here. A very important question. Okay, here we go. During the song, there's a song called "For My Next Trick I'll Need a Volunteer" by Warren Zevon.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. During the song, Warren Zevon claims, quote, "I can saw a woman in two." What is the next line of that song? Is it A, when I open the box, she'll look good as new? B, it will work, just ask my friend Lou? C, if I don't get it right, I suppose she might sue? Or D, but you won't want to look in the box when I do?
I'd say it's probably D. I don't know the song, but I know a little of Warren Zevon and that he has a bit of a sense of humor, a little dark. I think it's D.
You think it's B?
I think it's D.
C?
It's I'm gonna choose D.
Okay. Well, that's wrong. It's not A.
That's not what I said.
The answer is actually D, Rick.
That's what I said.
So
Very
sorry.
clearly said D.
we can't
Very
give you that
clearly.
one. But hey, let's look at the votes. Let's see how people voted. It was a good effort though, Rick. I think.
First Lloyd and now me.
All right. So everybody, before we finish the show, if everybody could just hold up their dogs or kittens so that we can enjoy this one last time before we go.
Come here, baby. Oh,
Oh, it's getting good right now.
Cosmo. Oh, you tiny boy. Say hi. Hello. Hello.
It's very nice. All right. So 3 people, 2 cats and 1 dog, and Lloyd with the belt.
Tyler has a troll doll.
What?
Tyler with the troll
Oh
dog.
no, that's not a troll doll.
It's Woodstock. Dude,
You made a bird appear.
I did. Bird
Summoned
suddenly.
bird.
Man, this show has been like low key about birds, actually. So we might have to do a bird show pretty soon.
Birds, yes.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. But for this week, the votes are in, and in a close one, it looks like Hallie Griffin is our winner tonight.
Thanks, guys.
So nice
Good
job,
match,
Hallie.
Tyler.
You as well.
I'm thumbs up.
Oh,
Let's high
great.
five through the screen, buddy.
I don't want
Yeah.
to get my camera.
All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Thanks for those of you that are watching on YouTube. Thanks to Ethan Diamond, who wrote, I think most of the questions that were sent in and used this week were from Ethan. And and the trivia questions were mostly from May Keith. So thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Good night when we talk about birds next week.
side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side.